What's going on, everyone? I hope you guys are having a great Thanksgiving if you are watching this on Thanksgiving, as this video is going to be posted then. But if not, I hope you did have a good Thanksgiving. But today we're going to be going over a couple of things regarding the markets, where I think, or what I think you should do short term and long term if you are into crypto pretty heavily right now, because that is important. But first, two big important things. First thing, none of this is financial advice. This is all my personal opinions. I do want to preface this because I do not want any of you to take something that I say, go apply it, and then it does not work out in your best interest. I want you to take what I say, then evaluate in your own perspective, and then see if that's something, or maybe it's an investment that I'm making. See if that's something you like to do on your own, rather than just hearing me say it and go do it. And that you should not do that for anyone. I want to be clear on that because I don't want any of you guys to fall down the wrong path. Now, the second thing, this is going to be kind of a new little deal with me. I am basically a partner with Kaizen, so I'm on the Kaizen team. Basically, Kaizen is this group led by Brian Jung. He is a very prominent YouTuber on here with the crypto space. He has around 2 million subscribers. He started Kaizen, I believe, around 3-4 years ago, and since has grown it pretty heavily. So Kaizen is a pretty exclusive group, especially Kaizen Platinum, which I've had the joy to be a part of. And again, I just want to say this first. I'm not ever going to, and I promise you this, if you're going to stay with me throughout this whole journey with YouTube, I'm never going to recommend you something that I do not find personal value with. And this is something that after being in, I got in, and I was like, okay, I can do the affiliate process, but I have not seen any value out of it yet because I had just joined. Let me see if I can find value of it first before I give my viewers a promise based off of lies, right? And that's just the basis. But if I was to go make promises and like, oh, I've seen these guys do it, but not do it myself, then that would be wholeheartedly dishonest, and I want to be honest with you guys. But I'm genuinely saying, because I have seen what this can do for you, whether you're into futures, whether you're into just spot trades. So getting plays called, and yesterday I talked about getting a play, that was because of Kaizen. So I want you guys to understand this is a pretty big opportunity you have here, but there is a cost of this as well, but you literally can make back the cost within that first month. And I'm genuinely saying this as someone who has been in there and seen it within myself. And I've learned so much from being in there so far. So I'm genuinely giving you guys this opportunity out of my whole heart, knowing that if you take it and actually apply it, that you could have a lot of value joining Kaizen and being a part of the team. It's a great community. I'm genuinely serious about that. You have people with extremely high net worths in there. You have analysts giving you calls almost daily that have really good success rates. And I, again, am saying this from firsthand experience. And I don't want to steer you guys wrong in any way, shape, or form. So no, this is genuinely coming out of my heart. Brian is a Christian guy. I don't know if any of you guys are religious, but Brian is a Christian guy. I'm also Christian. So just prefacing that. So I genuinely think this is a great opportunity for any of you who are wanting to level up your game in crypto. This is going to be one of the best ways to do so. I'm almost going to talk about this every other video probably, just to get people onboarded. I do, of course, get an affiliate commission from this. I'm going to be wholeheartedly honest about that. I just want you guys to take advantage of this opportunity because I've already seen it work wonders for myself. I just want to say that. So with that in mind, I will have the affiliate link in the description below where you guys can go ahead and get signed up with Kaizen, join the team, because it's going to be more important than ever to be in a community like that, to know when to exit the markets, to know what trades you can do right now. That's going to put you on a whole nother edge in the market. So just keep that in mind. We'll be talking about this occasionally throughout further videos, and I'll keep you guys updated on my success. So I hope to see you guys in there. Again, it will be linked in the description below where you guys can go ahead and check it out. Sign up for this program. It's around $200 a month, which seems like a lot, right? But again, it's justified if you are to take action and actually put your money towards their trades. You'll make that back pretty quickly, I'd say, just from what I've seen and actually done. So that's a little spiel on that. Again, this will have timestamps in this video just for the sole reason where maybe if you wanted to skip this, you would have already skipped it. But for those of you stuck with it and are actually interested, again, I'd highly recommend checking it out. I wouldn't be telling you this if it was just a scam, which I know it might be something like a scammer would say, but you know what I mean? I genuinely feel like Brian is a great guy, and yeah, very excited to be a part of that community and continue to thrive in there. Well, with all that being said, we're now finally going to get into the market. This is of course going to be higher production than most of my videos have been because I've been working with college, and I honestly don't have a good setup to run at college. So I'm at home now for Thanksgiving. This is going to be my best setup, and we're actually going to have edits in here as well. So this video will be posted later today. I'm filming this currently in the morning. But basically what we're going to be going into is the current market, and then again, if you have an allocation in crypto, what I would recommend doing with that, specifically with our base coins here. And I'm going to be talking about a base a lot here. So the first thing first is the current status. Again, we had a pretty good rally after a nice little dip. I'd say we had a dip Tuesday, Wednesday, or it would be Tuesday or Monday. We had our dip. And then we currently rallied up from there, and we're kind of just sitting down. We are dipping in some currencies or in some cryptos as well, which is fine. Again, this doesn't affect long-term outlook as well. We're just having our fluctuations, better buying opportunities for those of you who see positions you might want to enter and wanted to pull the plug or trigger on. I think this is a good place to do that at. So that's definitely something to consider, is pulling the plug on that, or going for it. I'd say look at those plays you might have been putting off and actually have strong conviction in. Now might be a good time if they are at discounted price. Almost consider it like a crypto Black Friday. That's the first thing. Long-term outlook though still looks very fine. Bitcoin should cross 100K very, very soon, whether you like it or not. Bitcoin's going to cross 100,000 soon, and then alts should rally hard in the coming couple of weeks, and then that'll follow through for another couple of months. So great to see that. Great to see everything that's going on there. And now we're going to be getting into the base side of things. So I briefly touched on the current status of the crypto market. We're now getting into the base side of things, where I think is where the gold's at. I am one of the biggest proponents of the base ecosystem. There are a lot of other people as well, because I think it's justified. Base is huge. It's going to be one of the biggest narratives, as I have seen through all of this research and everything. Base is going to be a top 3 narrative this cycle. It's undoubtedly so. And so I'm not the only one who said that. I have a tweet from Brian John. Maybe I'll pop it up right there. Again, Kaizen group, who said the exact same thing. And then you have, just look at Base X. Base X is flooded with proponents of the base ecosystem. Base coins themselves, in terms of DeFi as well, have done so well. Maybe I'll show some examples of like what Moonwell's been doing in terms of reaching 1 billion. I forget what it is. You'll see it on the screen. In terms of reaching that, Aerodrome's been doing very well as well. Alien Base has been doing very, very well as well. And then take a look at Ski Mask Dog. So another meme coin. I know I said I actually have a big position into this meme coin, but look at Ski Mask Dog. Currently posted is it in contrast to swaps with Brett. And Brett is around $1-2 billion market cap. I could be wrong. It might be a little higher than that. Which I think it is I think it is 1 billion. But the point is, it's doing the same volume pretty much, almost a little more. However, Brett is miles ahead of this coin, and I think Ski Mask Dog is going to have a major run this cycle based off of the community that I see backing it. That is my personal opinion. I think it's a very big conviction of mine as well. Not just copy and pasting that off of what Brian Jung said. I kind of stayed out of Ski Mask Dog when he was talking about it, and then kind of looked into it. It's like, oh, this might actually be a good conviction, and it is. I genuinely believe so. So very excited to see what this one does. Definitely something to keep an eye on if you want some meme coin allocation. Not bad to hurt. Again, I try to keep my allocation or my spread of coins pretty minimal. I like to keep 3 to 4 or even 5 sometimes. I know some people have like 70 in their portfolio. That will cook you. But we do have that. I think Ski Mask Dog is going to do very, very well. Moonwell as well has kind of been teetery-tottering. A lot of people are getting discouraged over that. Realistically, again, we do not have retail. We do not have that major run that base is expecting yet. So for you to simply just brush off something that's doing so well, it doesn't make sense to me. And I think this is still going to do wonders. A lot of fun on this project, but then you have a lot of proponents on this project. Again, and don't get discouraged short term on these projects. That's going to kill you and you're going to feel regrettable. But if you have major spread in some projects and you have a long-term outlook of like 4 months in crypto, and you see this project doing very well, if the base ecosystem picks up, then just hold it and do not worry about what people are saying right now. Unless things go very, very south, which they aren't. So I'm very, very, very excited about what this project's going to do. And then again with Alien Base as well. Alien Base has been doing very well. Very excited to see where this project goes as well. I've actually traded coins on Alien Base just to get a sense of it since I'm an investor in it. And I really like the UI, really like how the system works, and it's just a really cool thing to see from a DEX that's doing pretty well. So a lot of community sentiment that's very bullish on this project. Also, Talent Protocol has bullish sentiment as well. I personally see this as a very risky play, but it's again high reward with this one as well. This is like, in terms of Ski Mask Dog, this is 8 times lower in terms of market cap than Ski Mask Dog, so it's definitely riskier. But it is in that AI space, so it could have a nice run. So definitely something to keep an eye on. Talent is something to keep an eye on. If you're wanting some AI risky kind of touch to the whole base narrative, Talent could be a good pick. But I know a lot of people have their doubts on this coin too. So just kind of back and forth with it as well. And then we've talked about Aerobud as another meme coin. Again, I'm not too much into meme coins. I don't have any positions to Aerobud, but it is doing well. There does seem to be community backing behind that. So, and they actually are doing things with volunteer animal shelters, which is cool to see. It genuinely is cool to see with that project. And again, with Aerobud, we called that out at 6 cents, or not 6 cents, but you know what I mean. We already talked about this, I believe. But it's doing pretty well, so I think it still could have a run, but not too sure. So those are just just a little overview of base plays we've mentioned. I think Aerodrom's still going to do well. Your strongest base coin out of everything. Aerodrom's the strongest one, the safest one to be in terms of if the base narrative pops off, that's the safest one that's going to print, in my opinion. So definitely one to keep an eye on, at least having some allocation in as well. But if you want to be riskier, these other plays are going to be ones that I would recommend for that risky strategy. But of course, do your own research. We already said this is not financial advice, but that was kind of an overview of things. I think all of these are good buys right now if you're looking to throw some money in, because in my opinion, it's not going to matter in the next 5 months. Next 5 months are going to be wild. And potentially, we could have a major run by the end of 2025. So like it could last through the entirety of next year. But again, we will play it by ear. It will be updated. I will literally tell you guys when I sell out of all my positions, just so you guys are all aware. That's full transparency. I don't want to lead you on, then I sell, never tell you. I will have full transparency throughout this whole process with you guys, updating things on what I'm doing with my portfolio and so on and so forth. And I just want to make it a cool space. So with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video as always. And I hope you have a very good Thanksgiving. Peace.